Welcome to the Motown India channel. Today we have with us Mr. Zac Hollis, and he's the brand director of Skoda Auto India. We are going to see the launch of this exciting, lovely looking Skoda Slavia, and so excited is this gentleman here that the whole of last night he was dancing away. Zac, you're excited?
I am. I mean, I can dance anytime, so thank you for the compliments about my dancing as well.
Okay, before I come to the car, I want to talk about the dealerships. Now you have dealerships across the country. Are they equipped? Are they ready? Let's assume there's going to be a tsunami in terms of demand. Are they anticipating it? Are they excited about this new product?
Of course they are. I mean, every dealership, every salesman thrive off new products. New products delivers excitement, energy, motivation, and of course, dealerships love to have people continually coming in the door. So we're ready. We've expanded our dealer network over the last 2.5 years from 65 dealers to 153 sales outlets now, be 180 before the end of the year. So we've got the salesman ready. From Monday, we'll have the test drives taking place. We've already taken a lot of pre-booking, so we're really excited. The dealers are really excited, and we're ready to start seeing this car delivered to very happy customers in India.
Lovely. The last few years have been terrible because of the pandemic, and we also saw a lot of that effect on sectors like the auto sector. Now, keeping the COVID impact in mind, dealership strategies have changed. Walk-in customers are fewer compared to what it was in the yesteryears. So has the strategy changed in terms of having a digital presence as well at the showroom? How's it going to be?
I mean, we have digital presences, of course, and what we also did during the lockdown, which worked really well, is we had virtual showroom experiences where people could, through their phone, people would have a virtual product demonstration by a sales team. So we took the whole experience away from the dealership because that's what people wanted. Reality is people still want to touch, feel and drive cars. Yeah, that's the reality. They might do a lot of their research digitally online. They'll read articles on cars, they'll listen to interviews and with you, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, people really want to drive cars, test drive cars, sit in cars and touch the metal. That's what we're finding, despite the whole digitalization and despite the pandemic situation.
And Zac, you have worked in markets abroad too. How's the scene here in India? In India, for example, it's an entire family which goes on to purchase a car. In fact, the little kid has to really approve it first before daddy says yes to it. I mean, does that continue here, or is it very unique in India?
What I love is the whole vehicle handover process in India. Not only is it a family affair, but it's a party. We have balloons, we have sparklers, we quite often have fireworks at dealerships. It is a really exciting experience, and that's something that I found also very unique to India. Clearly, whenever you're buying a new product anywhere in the world, it's exciting. Even if you're buying a new phone, this is also exciting. But in India, taking a new car is a celebration, and I love to be part of those celebrations as well.
Wonderful. And this Slavia car is going to come with an option of a 1-liter engine and a 1.5-liter engine. Now, in your presentation, you mentioned the fact that you hope to get around a 15% share in the total Slavia sale for the 1.5. Is it because it is more powerful and obviously going to be a little more expensive? Is that the reason you are hoping that it's going to be 15 and not 50?
I think what you've got to look at is what's right for the customers. And for most customers, the 1-liter TSI will do a perfectly good job for them. It's as big a car, if not bigger than the competitors. It has great ground clearance, a beautifully designed car, and the 1-liter TSI has 110 PS and 170 plus Newton meters of torque. So it's perfect for most people. When it comes down to the real enthusiast, of course, the 1.5 TSI for them. It's a great fun to drive car. It's a fast car as well, handles perfectly well, and with things like advanced cylinder technology, it also is very efficient. But I think, at the end of the day, it is expensive because of the power, because of the technology, and because a lot of that 1.5 engine is also imported. So it's clearly at a premium, but the 1-liter TSI is where the bulk of our sales will always come from.
Okay, and between these cars, the 1-liter and the 1.5-liter, both are feature rich to a great extent. And you also mentioned in your presentation that in the next few years, you hope to see this vehicle as a market leader of sorts in its segment. What makes you say so? And you sounded very confident.
I would say not within the next few years. I would say within the next few months. I mean, that's my target. I think what makes me confident, I think firstly you have a gorgeous looking car. It's about style. You know, and you walk away from this car, you park it, you look at it and you think, that's good. And I think that's one of the reasons. The second reason is I have a big car. You know, we have 521 litres of boot space. That's 100 litres more than what you get from mid-sized SUV. So you've got a big car with a big boot. We've got very high ground clearance as well. So that ground clearance, 179 millimetres of ground clearance, actually is almost SUV-like. So with some of these features, we've got really a car. I'm confident this will become segment leader. And don't forget, just like in the Kushaq, we're offering TSI technology at the same price as MPI technology from competitors. So very modern, very powerful, fun to drive, and also fuel efficient engines.
Okay, just a last question, a couple of questions perhaps. The prices are yet to be announced, and I have driven both the 1 and the 1.5. I've noticed that you've done a mix of features which are electric and non-electric. That's done perhaps to balance out in terms of the cost and in terms of overall efficiency or overall smartness. Because I'll give you an example. The seat, it's manual, and the hand brake lever, it's manual. So you haven't created too much fuss around that area, but where electric and electronics is required, you put in quite a lot. So you think that's a very smart way of doing things?
I think what you've got to do when you're bringing a car to the market, and what you've got to do when you're talking to customers, is choose what really matters. And that's what we're also talking about with our sales team to customers. Choose what really matters. You have a very safe car with a lot of active and passive safety features. You have a good looking car, and of course you have TSI technology. And at the end of the day, for us, that is more important than a fancy button for the handbrake. And that's the way that I've definitely looked at it. So choose what really matters, choose TSI technology, choose a big car, and choose a very good looking car as well.
Okay, thank you so much, and I'm sure the Slavia will do exceedingly well. In the meantime, my viewers would love to know, why do you love dancing so much? It's inherent in your system, and what kind of music do you like?
You know what? Since I come in India, I also really love Punjabi music.
Wow!
I found that, I tell you what, within a few weeks I went to an event, and it was an awards ceremony for technicians, yeah? Okay. And there was a band up there and a DJ playing Punjabi music. The guys dragged me up, and I was just copying them, and then it just flowed.
And so that's a different style, I guess, with your hands.
Yeah, exactly. I love the whole thing, the whole movement, the whole energy behind Punjabi music, and the passion which these guys were dancing. I just followed them, and before you know it, I was flowing. So yeah, I like to dance to all type of music, but the Punjabi music, then the Bombay, the Bollywood music, really has got lots of energy and lots of fun, and I love it too. Yeah.
Okay, so all the best to you, and I hope you dance all your way into success.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.